Well guys, took the oil pan back off. Got it sitting over there. Here is my oil pickup tube. O-ring looks okay, although it looks a little bit deformed. You can see it has a bit of a profile on it. It's not really that squishy round O-ring anymore. It's kind of like a square. I'm not sure if this was an issue or not, but I found something else that's probably more noteworthy and a little bit sad. Makes me want to cry a little bit. You can see I got frosted flakes in my oil pan. Looks like someone let off a glitter bomb. And that's pretty sad, man. That is a sad day. Yeah. So that motor might be foobarred, man. That sucks. That sucks big time. Anyway, man. Almost undoubtedly that's bearing material. Can't imagine what else it would be. So, with that being said, maybe we'll snatch the 6-liter out, get it going on a rebuild, maybe finish up with a turbo 5.3 and stuff that thing in there. Makes me a little grumpy. But yeah, guys, that's life, man. Could have been a result of low oil pressure. Maybe it's still savable. I don't know. There's a lot of material in this oil pan. Maybe try and fix the low oil pressure, or try a new O-ring and see if it picks up pressure, but it's not looking too good, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna have a beer and think for a minute, and I'll cut you back on later. Well, I think we're going to snatch this 6-liter out, swap everything onto the 5.3, and then do a turbo. And it sucks to say that because it's a lot of work, but I don't want to have the 6-liter in here chewing up its bearings and just trying to patch it back together, knowing it might not be 100%. And on top of that, it's got a lot of good parts on there. I can put it on the 5.3, add a turbo and make even more power, and then rebuild the 6.0, make it a 408 or turbo it or supercharge it and just make more power. So that's what we're doing, guys. It's gonna suck, but we're gonna get it done. I already got the car here, obviously, so I'm gonna start working on taking off this front clip, drain the coolant. It doesn't have oil, and yeah, just start unconnecting everything. It's gonna suck major ass, but we gotta get it done, man. Car's no good if it don't run. So anyway, guys, I think my issue and why this car wasn't doing so well is if you look at this oil pickup tube, it's slightly out of round. And my suspicion is that between the combination of the O-ring and this out of round pickup tube It didn't seal very well. I think it's slightly out of round because I put it in the vise to weld it. That was a mistake, obviously. I'm going to cut this pickup tube off and re-weld a flange here. And not put it in the vise. And then I'm going to get a fresh O-ring. These O-rings are cheap, man. They're not very expensive, obviously. If you're doing this, get a new one. I shouldn't have made that mistake, and it, cost me. There could have been some trash in the oil pan. Of course, that's possible. Slag and welding material and all that. But I did clean it out the best I could. But it just sucks, man. But that's life. That's how shit goes. Like I said in one of my other videos, we all make mistakes. Just make sure you learn from them, man. Some of these welds could be leaking on this pickup tube, although I thought I got them all. But, yeah, we got to get it done, man. So I'll cut you back on later. Back out here again, man. Got the front end off. It's actually real easy to do. Took me probably 20 minutes. Got everything drained out of it. Gonna start getting things disconnected and get the hoist plate back on and get going, man. So yeah, we'll catch you back on later. All right, YouTube. Back out here again, man. Getting the 6-liter out of here. Getting ready to tear it down and rebuild it. It's a sad day, but gotta get it done, man. Got the oil pan off. Bit of a hassle to get out, but that's always no surprise. Pulling an engine's not always an easy deal, but we're getting it done, man. I'll take it apart, see exactly what went wrong with it, and get a new bearing kit, see what the damage was, and then take it from there. As long as things are savable, I'll definitely be rebuilding it with a turbo or a supercharger. I think a supercharger would be a hot setup on a 6-liter. So yeah, we're gonna get working on it. I got it loose, almost ready to get it out of here. I got to get this clutch cable loose, and then we'll be in good shape. I already started putting parts on this 5.3. See it right here, and it's looking sick, man. This green is gnarly. The intake is looking good. Got the turbo painted up. Show you guys that in a second. I'm looking at some different exhaust headers. See exactly what I can get to fit. It's a tight squeeze in that engine bay, but see if we can't get it done, man. I'm basically going to be robbing parts off the 6-liter and putting them on here. Including the camshaft, timing chain, rockers, lifters, all that good stuff. It's getting slapped in this 5.3. But yeah, guys, I'm going to keep working on the 6-liter, getting it out of the car, and then I'll cut you back on. I got it out of here, guys. Plenty of room for activities now. Definitely take it apart and get it swapped over. Yeah, I'll keep you updated, guys. All right, guys. Breaking it down. Taking the parts out of the 6-liter. Gonna clean up this engine bay. Maybe this coming week I'll have some free time. Try and get that done. Want to clean up this harness and clean up some of the wires in the back. Relocate some stuff. Yeah. Just getting it done, tearing it down, man. Got the camshaft going in. It's looking good. Got a little juice on there. Looked all right for my inspection. I think that leaves the main bearings left. Mains and rods. Pistons look okay. I got a little WD-40 in there right now, but they look all right. Gonna take this clutch off and swap that over later. Just keep working on it. I got some parts coming in, pretty excited about that. But yeah, gonna get this camshaft in here, get the retainer plate on, cam sprocket, and oil pump next. Alright, YouTube. Got the camshaft in. This lighting is terrible. Anyway, got the camshaft in, guys. It's always good news. I got my chain guide here. Sprocket on the bottom. I'm gonna clean this up, put the oil pump on. And yeah, I think that's probably all we'll get done tonight, but we'll keep going. What's going on, YouTube? Got the 5.3 getting put back together here. Still got the 6-liter hanging out. Got a lot of new parts on this guy. Got these exhaust manifolds here, exhaust headers, whatever you want to call them, turbo headers. It's the Amazon special. I think they're 175 bucks. They got the V-bands already on the back, or on the whatever front, I guess you'd call it. It's a 3-inch V-band. I got some V-band ends I'm gonna put right here that I'm gonna have to weld like a quick 90 and then come across, and then have like maybe another 90 that goes into like a mini collector that goes into like a T4 flange, and then have the turbo sit somewhere probably about here. In the car, there's a big opening for where that airbox was. I think I'm gonna use that. So that's kind of where it's gonna be, where the turbo lives, at least for now anyway. But I took the camshaft out of the 6-liter, and it's in this 5.3 now. It's a comp cam. It's 600 lift, 230 duration, 113 LSA. I don't remember the exact specs on it, but it should do all right in the 5.3. I got the thermostat in, water pump's done, front timing cover is on, harmonic balancer's on. I just got to torque it down. AC compressor's on. I got my engine mounts. They look crappy, but you're never going to see them, so I'm not worried about it. I got my bracket here for my alternator and power steering pump. I'm not sure if this is going to work, truthfully, because as you can see, the power steering pump lives in this little cubby right here where my hand is, and the engine mount is kind of right in the way. So I'm going to either have to redesign the engine mount or use something different for the power steering pump. I really don't want to redesign I don't want to do the engine mount, but that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I would like to be able to use this bracket. I think it makes it actually like a compact package. I actually kind of liked how GM did it with the alternator right here, power steering pump right below it. I don't know, these engines aren't hard to work on in general, but once it's in that car, it might be a little bit of a challenge. But I'll have to reroute some of the wiring. The power harness, I mean the alternator like power or the signal wire is kind of ends up over here, and then the like the 2-gauge power wire going down to the starter is cut for right here, so I might have to lengthen it to come across the engine and go to the alternator. What else? I gotta put the rockers and the lifters and the push rods and all that stuff. I think I'm gonna use these 317 heads on this Turbo 5.3. They look okay. I think I'm just gonna rerun them. They got bigger combustion chambers, so you might lose a little compression, but with a boost, I think it'd be okay. These 706 heads are on it right now. And I think the 706 heads give you a little more compression and make a little more power, but you got to have the tune spot on. I would like to try and tune it myself and see how I do. So I might, lower compression might not be a bad thing. If the tune's not totally right, you might get some knocking, and it's a factory engine. You don't want to blow it up, at least not yet anyway. So I might run those 317 heads. Hopefully get 10 pounds of boost. Turbo is sitting over here, it's hanging out, ready to go. I got to order some more hot side pipe and stainless exhaust pipe to get it, mounted up. But we'll have to see. I'm going to do some test fitting with these headers tomorrow, or at least over the weekend, hopefully. I'm going to see how they fit inside the engine bay. I took some early measurements, and it's going to be close. I might have to move the ABS block. The ABS block sits kind of like right here, and I'm worried it might hit this guy. I'd rather not cut and weld these headers if I don't have to. But like I said, guys, I'll have that 90-degree coming over here into a Y that goes to a T4 flange that sits probably about here, and then the turbo sits right here, and then I probably have it angled down a little bit so the compressor is like right here somewhere, and then have the exhaust snake basically back down through the, I don't know, maybe here, maybe there, right above these heater hoses. I'm not sure, but right down there is where I'm thinking. Like a 3-inch outlet or a 4-inch outlet, whatever is on the back of the turbo. And then I got true dual exhaust, so I'm gonna have to put like a Y pipe, like adapter on there, with a reducer or something, maybe 4-inch down to 2.5-inch into a Y pipe or something like that. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to figure that out. Worry about that when I get there. I still have to do stuff for the back of the engine, like throw out bearing. I got to put the barbell in there. Starter I'll do when it's in the car. What else? Flex plate, the flywheel, clutch, pressure plate, bell housing. I'll probably do that at the end. I might order some ARP head studs since this is going to be a turbo motor. Yeah, guys. Excuse me. I think that's all I got for you right now. I'm going to keep chugging along on it and see if we can't get it done. I'm trying to get it done in a couple weeks and back in the car. I'd like to drive it. I'm going to do some cleanup stuff in the engine bay. I'm going to paint the engine bay black. I'm going to reroute some lines that I should have rerouted in the beginning. I'm going to have one of those AC hoses re-welded by cold hose. Yeah, lots to do, but we're getting through it. But it looks good, that's for sure. I love the headers coming up like that. This is a wild look. But anyway, guys, I think that's all I got for you now. We'll keep you updated. Peace.